But when it comes to coaching, what we find is there's a lot of confusion. The term gets used a lot, and there's a lot of confusion between three highly related but separate activities. And that's training. So as a supervisor, a leader, a manager, there's times when clearly you need to train people, whether it's new people, orienting them, training them, getting them up to speed. Mentoring, and a lot of the word coaching and mentoring gets interchanged a lot. Mentoring tends to be someone with more experience, more wisdom, giving the benefit of their experience, guiding someone along, whether it's through career or whatever the case may be. And then coaching, as we tend to think of coaching, and I've even shifted my thinking now with Zenger-Folkman with their extraordinary coach approach, because I tended to mix up those two as well. Coaching is more like facilitating discovery or awareness of an issue or problem or career direction somebody wants to go in, and making it a two-way problem-solving joint discussion. So it's more of a real dialogue, and it's going through 4 steps that we found really make a difference. The first step is focusing the discussion. So why are we having this discussion? It might be a bit of an on-the-fly coaching discussion, it might be a longer career discussion, but what do you want? So it's keeping the coach is keeping it on the coachee. What do you want out of this discussion? What would be useful to you, whether it's a problem to solve or a career? Second part of that then is using really good questions. Most managers are horrible at asking questions, and when they ask questions, they tend to be leading or directing questions. Like, well, have you tried getting everybody together? How about trying, and they're giving really solutions in the form of questions. Versus, well, tell me about what you've tried so far. What's worked for you? How has that gone? What hasn't worked for you? How much deeper have you? And so you're starting to ask more open-ended questions that expand thinking and awareness, and we all learn from it. Then we get into the third step. This is a FUEL model that we use, F-U-E-L. So focus the conversation. What do we want? Understand the current situation. And then E is expanding or exploring where we want to go with this, the desired state we want to reach. What does success look like? What are the goals we're shooting for? What are the kinds of outcomes that we're after? And again, sometimes we know what we want to move away from, but we're not always as clear what we want to move toward. So a good coach is helping the coachee really get their head around and understand and where we're trying to get to. And then last is a little more traditional. The L is lay out a success plan. So it's a little more about, all right, so now let's wrap this up with where we're going to go from here. What are the next steps? What are the follow-up dates? And all of that kind of thing.